What? Come on camera. Yeah. Right. Can you see me now? No, where's it down again? Come on camera. No. Right. I'll try that. No 20 FPS. Let me cut around my camera so you can see. Right. No 120 FPS. Why it's still no 120 FPS? Video should be on this. In the video, the streamer says it is that it's on this. Oh, I'm really fine. Wait. Hey, VR, have you got TikTok? Why is it still saying that though? I'm not actually going to play in public matches, I just want to see. There. Oh my god, I just coughed. Oh, no way, no way, no way. If I was playing arena, that I might have been happy with this, but like... I want to see if this goes on fire. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yay! How has that not killed me? No, I don't want to move to... Wait, I need to search the options on FPS. Oops, my heart went through.
A video on how to put your PS5 in 120 hertz without HDMI 2.1. So I've made a video about this on the Xbox Series X. If you guys missed that, go check out that video. The reason this video is so late is because it is a little bit more complicated on the PS5. It took a little bit of figuring out. Plus, I'm trying to hammer out a bunch of Let's Plays here on the channel about the new games, such as Fortnite and all where else you guys can see on the screen. If you guys missed those, if you're interested, check those out. But we're talking about right now how to get 120 hertz on your PlayStation 5 over HDMI 2.0. Like I mentioned in the Xbox Series X video, you can get 120 hertz on the... You do not need HDMI 2.1. A lot of people have this misunderstanding. What HDMI 2.1 is needed for is if you want 120 hertz at 4K. HDMI 2.0 can only do 60 hertz at 4K. So if you dumb it down to 1440p or 1080p, you can get that 120. Obviously, the PS5 doesn't support 1440p. The Xbox Series X does. So on the PS5, if you want that 120 frames or 120 hertz, you're going to have to go down to 1080p. So before we jump into this, just a quick little preface on what I'm running this through. So I am running this through an Elgato 4K 60 Pro Mark II. It's only capturing at 60 frames, so you're not going to see it at 120 frames. I don't even think YouTube supports 120 frames yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. So even if I wanted to bring you guys 120 frames, YouTube I don't think supports it yet. Anyway, so and I'm running this off an LG 27GN 950. That's a monitor I personally have, but you can use whatever. Again, HDMI 2.0 only on this monitor. There's not many HDMI 2.1 available. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead into these settings here. So we're going to go to the settings. To adjust your resolution, you're going to go to screen and video. Now, this is where things get a little bit more complicated. You can adjust your resolution, so you can see that I can put it in 720p, 1080p, or...
Wait, 2 minutes, stream, I need to do this. Screen and video, isn't it?
2160, which is 4K. 4K transfer rate, just don't mind that. Don't bother with that. HDR. You can see that there's no way to adjust my refresh rate. I can check what refresh rate I'm at. So right now you can see I'm at 4K resolution at 60 hertz. Now we know 100% I am at 60 hertz as of right now, but there is no way to adjust, my refresh rate. Now, just really quick before, in case you guys are wondering, HDCP, the reason it's off for me is because I have to have it off in order to be able to capture the gameplay through an Elgato capture card. You don't really need to bother with that unless you're trying to capture gameplay. So just, the fact that that's off, you don't have to copy my settings in that regard. That's just so I can capture my gameplay. Just so you guys know, that doesn't matter. If you do turn that off, by the way, there's certain things you're not going to be able to do, like you can't play Spotify on your console if you want to. So again, only turn that off if you're trying to capture gameplay. So again, there's no way to do it. So how are you going to do it? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to pretty much the only game that I know of that currently supports 120 hertz on console, which is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now, it might work a little bit differently for each game. I'm not 100% sure, but this is how it works for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Chances are this is probably how it's going to work for most games on PS5, and it is a little bit annoying and complicated, so bear with me. Okay, cool. So I'm going to open up the settings, and we're going to go over graphics. Now, under graphics, you can see, ray tracing I currently have disabled, and I'll explain why. If you hover over ray tracing, again, this is in Black Ops Cold War. You have to check the settings for different games. But it says ray tracing will increase the visual fidelity of the game, but if you want 120 hertz refresh rate, basically you got to disable ray tracing. But then you can see that 120 hertz refresh rate is still locked.
So far, pause the broadcast as it ends.
So make sure your monitor, your display, your TV, whatever, supports 120 hertz. Because if your display is only 60 hertz, then you're not going to get 120 no matter what. So make sure.
Alrighty, hey guys, this is Mitch Games 24/7 here today with another video for you guys. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get 120 FPS inside of Fortnite on next gen. So I'm going to be showing this off on specifically the PS5. All you've got to do is come over to your settings. You need to scroll down over to your save data and game app settings. Then you need to come down to your game presets. Make sure that your PS5 or your Xbox is in the performance mode. What this is going to do is it's going to make your game run better and favor resolution. So instead of playing in 4K 60 FPS for Fortnite, it's now going to be playing in 1440p, and it's also going to be at 120 FPS. So what we're going to do is, now that we've got performance mode on, we're going to boot up Fortnite and jump into the game. So let's come over here, let's boot up Fortnite. Okay, and here we are. So now that we're